god, it hurts. Good morning, welcome back to a new video. In this video we are gonna switch fields for our goats. It's been a month and a bit more since we let them on the triangle all the way on the top, but they have finished it. So now we're gonna let them onto this piece, and after our fields are done we have to start giving hay. But we have two more fields behind that have regrown nice and green, and those should be good. But if we start giving hay before we give those fields, then we can do half grass, half hay, which is the best for reducing the amount of hay they use and the amount of grass they eat, because they'll eat some hay and some grass, not fully grass or fully hay. But yeah, for now we're gonna let them on here until we get our tractor sorted and bring a hay roll, and then we start feeding them hay. But till then they can come here. But yeah, let's open it up. Can you stop biting my jacket?
Something has gone through our electric field and ruined it. It was broken in two different parts, and a full stick, a wood stick, has been broken down with force. So I don't know what went through it and what caused the damage. We really need to install some security cameras so we can see what caused that damage, just for interest. Just probably some wild animals, or a flock of wild animals, or a moose, because it's pretty hard to break those. Maybe a young buck could maybe break it with their horns getting stuck. But breaking these as well, I guess, with their horns getting stuck, something like that. But yeah, we need to fix this. And this one here was a really tight fence, so yeah, that's a bit of a difference. It's not gonna come back together. I don't know, we need to, I guess, put in between some wire. So yeah,
there we already fixed it. There was possible because it was not that tense. But this one,
more loose. This one was tense all the time already.
Yeah, because we had it open here, we had it cut, so we already had attached to these, so we made it very tight.
So yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, it's across that field, and there's like the ditch, and then comes to our field.
Must be,
yeah, and then broke that pole over there. So I do not know what happened. Definitely need cameras. Me.
We are done. It is installed. I don't know why it split so much on the top. I guess it was sitting on the ground and got wet. But it is all back and secure. I mean, it wasn't really like not secure. They're allowed to go there. But it needed to be done because that was hanging on the floor and zapping the floor, which makes the whole rest of the fence useless. I think we have gone over the amount it can run. It can only run 11 kilometers of string, and I think we have much more than that. So I think it's starting to struggle. and goats are taking advantage of it and escaping, which is really not good in this situation.
We have few days later because we were doing some other work, but as David already said at the last clip, we do have some escapes, and in particular we have a lot of escapes from Trixie's daughter. She has been our sneakiest one all year round since she is outside, and she has been a pretty bad influence for the rest of the goats. We had a very good system with the electric fence. Everything was working perfect, no problem, no escapes, even when the fence was off, which was a mistake we did when the babies got out. And she has been an influence. She has been like messing everyone around, and in particular also Marshmallow. She has been escaping non-stop. And yeah, she's very sneaky. When she gets out, she gets in. We cannot catch her to scream at her and tell her like don't get on the fence. Marshmallow, she is not that sneaky. If she gets out, she cannot get back in because she knows that the fence hurts. So we are able to catch her and tell her not to do that. But Noella, she's a very sneaky one, which led to another escape, and a very bad one, which is the boys. I'm gonna say kind of like a story time. I hope I'm gonna try not to stretch it too much. So in the morning at 7:30, I think Evie went outside long before that, and I get like a bit of a stress when she doesn't come back fast enough. So I got up. I was like debating it if I should get up. I was like, I'm not gonna stress, like what's the point of stressing? Nothing happened to her. So I combined, like I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then I'm gonna let Evie and I'm gonna call her again. So before I went to the bathroom, I see the goats, they're leaving all in one line perfectly. They're going up on the field to go eat, so I already saw them leaving. And then when I came back from the bathroom, I looked out the window to see if Evie's coming back. And that exact second is when I see Noella running all the way from there, and behind her 2 black goats and a sheep. So I was like, that is not our girls, that must be the boys. And straight away I wake up David and I say, he had already that dream 3 times. He had dreamed that the boys escaped. So I was like, your dream come true. Well, it's not a dream, you actually want to become true. And I told him, get up, the boys are at the girls' field. And at this point the boys were exactly like at their playground. So the house is in front and the playground behind, so you cannot see them. So David took him forever to realize what is happening, and I am so grateful that I literally saw that in that 1 second of them running by. Otherwise I wouldn't have realized it, that they are there, and I would have went back to sleep. For once my worry was useful, and yeah, made me get up and see everything happening. Otherwise, yeah, you can imagine what would happen. We do want our goats to be breeded, 2 of them, of the older ones, but not all the young ones. That would be way too many goats. We already had last year 4 goats, and now we would have their kids, so we would have 8 goats being pregnant. We don't even have the space for all of them, and we don't even are able to drink all of that milk, and you just can't imagine what would happen. And yeah, that wouldn't be the best, so we have to take some consequences. We have given Noella way too many chances, like, you know, you give her 1, 2, 3 times. We have put her on a necklace that is zapping, but that didn't work out because the range didn't, like, I think the necklace ran out of battery pretty fast, so the range didn't work. I know it sounds cruel to put her a zapping necklace, but like, what else can we do? Like, she kept escaping on the field, damaging neighboring fields, and you know, we don't want to get caught for one go doing bad things. And she's obviously influencing others, and if she can influence one, maybe the other ones will start considering it, and we don't want to ruin our flock. So yeah, as I said, we put the necklace on. It did not want to work at all. She ignored it fully, and she's literally just escaping in front of our eyes because she goes in and out. Like, she knows she's very sneaky and fast and going in and out. So I think we will have to sell her because we cannot deal with those problems. And as I said, our boys, they did nothing wrong. She probably came like all the way up there because she was on heat. She was the one that went to them. They would never come all the way down because, as I said, they've seen each other eye to eye so many times that they have never taken the risk because they know how mad we get when they take that risk, and they don't want to disappoint us. They're such a good boys. So I think she has been a very big troublemaker that we cannot keep. So we will have to sell her, but for now we have locked in the boys. We are gonna put a fence, an actual fence. We're gonna take a piece of fence from the bird enclosure because we anyways want Pippers to get out. So we're gonna take a piece that is not that important and bring it so they can have an actual fence. we just want it very secured and make sure that there's no more escapes. But I think our boys are very good boys and they're not gonna attempt it again. But yeah, that's the story time. Hope it was not too long. I tried to keep it short. But yeah, you can see me very happy because, you know, as I said, I saw it. And yeah, we can take consequences now and make it secured. I hope it doesn't happen again. So yeah, let's get started. And yeah, David wants to cut first all around the electric fence because I think it's the last time we're gonna cut it because the grass is not gonna grow much bigger. So we're just gonna go once all around and then we're gonna take off the fence. And I'm very sorry if the sun's going in and out because there's clouds coming all the time. So yeah, let's get started.
So this is the fence that we found that we're gonna scavenge for now until we buy a new one, and we're gonna bring it over and attach it there. But these nails are not really removable or easily removable without messing around, so we're just gonna cut them in half and pull the fence out. Anyways, we could just put a nail next to it after, it doesn't really bother us. But yeah, let's remove it and bring it over.
You can barely tell that there's a fence here.
It's a very invisible fence. So we're gonna let them out. They actually haven't done anything bad, but they need to be locked in. And now that it's solved, hopefully it's gonna solve it, but still I have my doubts. Hopefully.
We still have to turn it off so we can do some work, and then we need to turn it back on. So we're gonna let them out, but I'm believing in them. I believe in them. Careful, because they jump. Think what you have done. Maxie, Who did this? They know they messed up. They don't even care about the fence being there.
They just don't know what they can't go there. Oh, he's so much in love they are, they see.
And that's why they don't escape on their own. Because they have each other. Right? You're good boys now. Yeah, very good boys.
So the fence is all on. Looks like they don't have any interest of going here. They're only here because we're here. And I did put one string. I would like to put all of them. I might get them and put all of them. But for now, just put one. Just so they don't scratch against it or push against it or try to go under it or over it. But that should keep them from the interest. Doesn't seem like they even remember what happened in the morning. They're pretty good boys. As long as there's not a girl sitting in front of them, they're not really going to try to get to her. So for now, it looks like it's okay. We're going to keep you updated.
It has been 3 days of the boys being locked out. I don't really want to say locked out, but or fenced in really, because that's anyways their place. All we did was just put a visual fence so they cannot escape. And I'm pretty sure they haven't tried to escape. I think the first day Max was a bit considering it, but not really wanting to go because the other ones were not following. So he came until here and went back. And as you can see, they also have walked out 2 paths that go up on the field. But that field doesn't have anything on it, so it's not that we're taking them away from something they could have, since, you know, it's pretty dead and nothing pretty much for them to eat. I think they're more kind of in love and entertained by our neighbors because they have been giving them quite a lot of treats. So I think they are keeping them also a bit more busy and their minds off from going to the girls because they'll be getting apples, cabbage leaves, anything left over from the garden, they've been getting it. And they actually have been screaming at them. Every time they see them, they scream. So yeah, I think they've been more or less entertained by that, so they don't really care about the girls. And yeah, they haven't tried to escape. And I'm actually pretty sad we didn't film it, but of course it was not priority for us to film the escape at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was more important to get them away from the girls. And I can 100% guarantee that they did not mate with anyone because I was there as soon as they arrived. I got dressed very fast and I was like a spider and octopus trying to get the boys away from all the girls. And I think they actually were more into each other than into the girls. And Marulis, our sheep, he has a bromance going on, so he did not even care about the sheep. So he just followed him and was like, oh yeah, let's go, what are we doing? What's the like new things to do? And yeah, so I'm 100% sure they did not mate with anyone. I am not sure about Naella because I don't know how long she has been here, but it does take them quite a while and few tries before they can make a goat pregnant. So I'm not 100% sure about her, but I'm 1000% sure about the other goats that nothing happened between them because David also arrived fast and each of us got a bug and Marulis just followed. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope it was not too much talking, but I kind of wanted to explain what happened and the whole situation. And yeah, we are gonna get back to work. I hope you enjoyed this video and we're gonna keep you updated, of course. Hopefully nothing happens. And yeah, hope you enjoyed and I'm gonna see you in the next one. It's cold and I think it's starting to rain. Yeah, boys? Stop sniffing each other's pee. You're being yucky, boys. They're so cuddly, but I cannot just pet them because you're stinky boys. That is not supposed to be yellow, that's supposed to be white. Yeah, stinky boys. Go back, let's go back, eat your apples. You're weird.